Mate, you're a fuckwit and I can't watch your content anymore. I admit Liberal is shit, but you're always talking shit about them. Labor is just as bad and just as retarded. You never talk about the fucked up shit Labor does.
Really good point, Quig and Jim, who can't even spell the name of one of the two major political parties in this country correctly, yet in that same comment proceeds to call them retarded.
I am a true authority.
I'm sorry, are you even wearing pants?
No.
Either that or you got a new Akari monkey as a scribe, in which case that's completely excusable that you're sadly trying to refer to the Australian Labor Party, but in effect you're actually taking a jab at the British Labor Party, as the Uakari was merely
putting the U in Labor.
It is so easy to disprove this lazy, completely unresearched yuck notion hillbilly gamers like yourself who can't tell the difference between chocolate mousse and shit. In fact, you can do it in one word: environment. Under Labor, 30% of Australia's oceans were marine protected areas. An additional 500,000 hectares of Tasmania's forests were protected from their fate under Howard of becoming ant chips.
You mean wood chips? Oh yeah, mate. It's all about marketing. Surely there's some sicko ant out there willing to eat his friends.
And I'm that sicko.
You see there, mate, I drew him out, and now if I can just find my revolver and... Oh no, that's right, I forgot I banned guns!
That murderous sicko ant is now free to eat John Howard as a main course if he ever goes down to Tassie, thanks to Labor. Under Labor, we went from a shameful 20,000 homes with solar panels when good old Coconut Skull was in charge, to well over 1 million in just 5 years. And the crown jewel of just how different these parties are, Labor not only believes in climate change, it had the moral will to tax the fossil fuel industry by imposing a carbon tax. The Liberal Party, to this day, like a Hollywood starlet with a little shit of a dog, begs the coal industry.
Okay, you don't have to pay any tax money for destroying the planet, but we'll give you Australian tax dollars if you just pollute a little less. Ooh, that's so cute. You can have the tax dollars anyway, Mr. Coal Plant.
Now, does this mean they're the best Australian party when it comes to the environment? Obviously, when there's one with the word green in it, not by a mile. They continued the multi-billion-dollar taxpayer subsidies to the fossil fuel industry and approved mining in the most pristine rainforest on Earth, the Tarkine. Inexcusable. Unless, of course, you're a true believer like myself who can very easily sweep that under the rug, as they are a major party. And as much as I love the Greens, in the words of the eternal Gough Whitlam, God rest his soul, there is nothing moral about being in opposition, especially when your opponents are the 90 Stooges, who are more than happy to give the mining industry every single sadistic wish it wants on a silver platter in order to gain power. And yet, even after committing these grave but not even comparable to the Liberal Party's environmental sins, still, according to Yale, the Labor Party of Australia is the third best major political party on Earth when it comes to the environment. We were third on the World's Environmental Performance Index as verified by the UN's millennial targets under Labor, even after a decade of pissing and plunder by old Spudweiser here. And in just 1 year, the Liberal Party proudly marched us back from being environmental vanguard to environmental vando. Just like Chadstone in Victoria gets to brag that it has the biggest mall in the Southern Hemisphere. Australia is now the Saudi Arabia of the Southern Hemisphere. Yes, we are now the worst actor on climate action in the developed world bar Saudi Arabia. Next time one of these veranda-inhabiting meatheads try and convince you that Labor and Liberal are exactly the same, you just remember the reality of the situation. Labor is, according to UN standards, the third best major party in the world on environmental action. The Liberal Party is so appalling it can literally only be beaten by a nation so cartoonishly bad it's not only ruled by an absolute monarch, that monarch on one of his more generous days declared,
"Oh, it's so hot. Give everyone in Saudi Arabia free air conditioning."
Sultan, your car is still running in driveway as is custom in Saudi Arabia for some despicable reason. Do you want me to turn it off?
No, you keep running. Plenty more oil in Saudi Arabia. Speaking of, I need to have a shower. Clean me with your black liquid, Saudi Arabia, you giant sandy squid!
Anyone who tells you that Labour and Liberal are same shit, different stink, like brain the size of a testicle, Quig and Jim here, are projecting. Your type are exactly the same. You never have any facts. You've always got a car or a monkey from Ape Escape as your display pic. And you are also embarrassingly uninformed that you can never, ever even fucking get Labour's name right.
Hang on, I just deduced he's paying me out. Uakaris, take a letter. That's right, plural. I've got 1,000 Uakaris working at 1,000 typewriters. Cause one of them's gotta be able to spell Labour correctly one day.
Please press the subscribe button now.
Come on.